guys, this is Isabella Illustrations here, and welcome to a new video. So today's video is going to be a book video, because summer is the time for book videos. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing a book unhaul today, and a haul at the same time. I've seen other people do unhauls where they get rid of books, and so I've decided to try it too, since I'm going to get rid of a few to make more money to buy more books, because that's the best way, right? And yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so we are going to start with actually a comic book. So this one I got from the dollar store, and it was $4, and I had never seen comic books at the dollar store before, so I was like, gold, had to buy it. And so I got this one. This is the prequel to the Arkham trilogy, which is like video games, I think. And this is volume 1, and it's called Batman Arkham Knight. So yeah, I picked this up because I was excited to see a Batman comic at the dollar store. But now I've realized I'm not really ever going to read this. So, kind of a waste. And I'm going to give it away. Well, I'm going to sell it to someone who will probably get a kick out of it, because I'm not going to keep it, so, or read it, so it's like just a regular comic book. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's one book gone. Next book was one I bought because I like vampire stories. And this one is Carmilla, but it's huge. I expected it to be smaller, but when I got this one, I decided to get a smaller one. So I'm giving this one away because I'm not going to read this version. One, it's too big, and two, the print is kind of strange. So gonna get rid of this. Hopefully someone else will like it. This is basically the vampire story that predates Dracula. So, highly recommend. Haven't read it yet, but I've heard it's really good, so that's why I'm recommending it. But anyway, so yeah, apparently this also inspired a bit of Bram Stoker's Dracula. So, if you want one of these kind of stories, there you go. I guess that's a good one for you to try. Okay. Next is a book from my Greek mythology phase, which is why I got this novel of, like, stories of the Greek gods and heroes, basically retold. But yeah, I have an illustrated version that actually has the stories I actually enjoy from mythology. This one doesn't really have the stories that intrigue me in it, so I never read it, and I probably never will. So maybe someone else who loves Greek myths will like this and enjoy it, so I'm gonna give it away. But yeah, it wasn't an expensive book, but it's a nice book, and yeah, Greek myths are always a fun time, so hopefully someone else will enjoy it. And next book is actually a 2-book. It's the first 2 books in the Wicked series together. Never heard of this series. Got this at like a secondhand sale once. And this was before I was into reading, like really into reading. And I just picked it up because it looked cool. I didn't really care. Just picked it up, and I've realized I'm never going to read this because it's like, it's about witches, but it takes place in a modern setting, which is something I don't really care for, so I decided to get rid of it since I'm never going to read it, and make some money towards books that I'm actually going to read, and hopefully someone else will enjoy this. So, yeah. Lots of books, but anyway. This next one I got for school from one of my English classes, and it's a play. It's August Wilson's Fences, which is based on, like, a black family living in America during the 50s / the 60s. And, yeah, just them going through the motions, and yeah, it's a very inspiring story, but I would never read this again. I think it's okay for a one-time read, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's formatted like a play, but yeah. Anyway, it was okay. Had a little bit of fun reading it for school, but never gonna read it again, so what's the point? Alright, this next book is part of a series, which I only have this one book. Got this at a thrift store. It is the Divergent series, Allegiant. Now, the reason I picked this up was because after the third movie was released, I heard that they didn't finish the whole book. That there was supposed to be another movie, but they didn't do it. And so I wanted to know what the ending was. So I got the book. But then I heard the ending was awful and that people didn't like it. So now I'm not going to read the ending. So what's the point of having this book here? So yeah, getting rid of it. Good hardcover. So probably going to sell it for a little more than the others, but not too much more because I know how annoying it is to buy a book that's so expensive. But anyway, so yeah, that's this book. But yeah, I think I'm just okay with the movie ending where they ended it, and that's that. Just pretend there's nothing after that. They all live happily ever after at the end. Oh boy, I hate bad endings. The next two are series that I have. So these are trilogies. The first trilogy is the Trill trilogy by Amanda Hawking. Now, these were the first books that got me really into reading. So at the time, I thought these were the best books, and I loved these. But now that I've read other things that are better than this, I don't think I'm ever going to reread these again. So maybe someone else will have fun with them, because they were a fun time. They're still good books. It's just I've found better books that I enjoy more. So, like, why am I going to keep books that I'm never going to read again? I keep all the books that I absolutely love and want to reread again, possibly, but the ones that I'm not going to reread again. But yeah, it's about this girl who was switched at birth. It was basically a changeling situation. And she finds out that she's actually a princess of this place, and she falls for her guard kind of dude, but she's not supposed to. Then she falls for this other guy who I like better. But anyway, it's a fun fantasy romance. I recommend it. I think it's still a good read. So just because I'm getting rid of them doesn't mean they weren't good. I really had fun with these. And yeah, so the first book is called Switched, the other one's Torn, and the other's Ascend. So if you guys want to try these out, if you're looking for recommendations, I recommend them. They were a fun time when I was younger. Totally fun. And now this last series I got from a thrift sale as well. This is the Unearthly series. And they're all hardbacks, and I got them all really cheap, and I was super impressed. But yeah, these are older books, and it's basically this girl who moves to this new town, I think, and she's half angel, and lots of shenanigans ensue, and she meets this guy who she's destined to be with, kind of, and yeah, it's like a fantasy kind of, except it takes place in the modern world, and I didn't mind that at the time. And these books were really addicting when I first read them, but not a series I would reread a second time. But I definitely recommend them for like a one-time read. They're definitely entertaining. But yeah, I'm never gonna read these again, so hopefully someone else will enjoy these. And yeah, spreading the happiness. And yeah, that's it for my UnHaul. Now it's time for my haul. So, me and my friend Chloe, who I don't see much, we hung out recently and we went to Indigo together. And I had a gift card still. So I was like, this situation called for buying books. Because I've been looking for these 2 books in paperback for a while at Indigo, and they never have them. And they finally had them. And I knew I had to get them right away, because if I waited till next time, they wouldn't have any more copies, because that always seems to happen to me. So, I got the 2 books, and these are books in the Disney Twisted Tales series, which I already have 2 books of, and I quite enjoyed them. And yeah, let's get to it. So the first book I got was the Aladdin one, and this one is what if Aladdin had never found the lamp / Jafar gets the lamp earlier on in the story, and it changes quite a bit of stuff. And I like these kind of twists for like these movies that I enjoy. It gives me more content with the characters. It gives me a bit of different content from how the original story went and how it could have gone differently. And I really love those stories. Those what if stories are so fun. And so I'm super excited to read this. Very floppy paperback. Us book lovers love a good floppy book. This is going to be fun. But yeah, I'm super excited. I've recently gotten to Aladdin, which previously I didn't really care for that movie, but now I'm really loving it lately, so yeah. Second book. It's a Beauty and the Beast twisted tale. And it's basically, what if Belle's mother was the one who cursed the beast? Which, this is the best premise of all the books. I am telling you right now. I cannot wait to read this one. So excited. I love Beauty and the Beast. I always have. And this book is quite thick. So I'm definitely excited to have a fun trip with this one. Very happy. And yeah. Cannot wait to have fun with this. So, yeah. Got these 2. I am so happy. You have no idea. Books make me happy. So, yeah. After I finish reading Peter Pan, I am definitely going to get started on reading these. These are definitely going on my TBR for the summer. So, definitely excited to get some reading done this summer. And, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video, if you guys care about my books. And, I will see you guys in my next one, which will hopefully be soon. Yeah, I might do an Inside Out 2 review, because I'm going to see that with a new friend of mine. So, yeah. That's it for this video. See you guys next time.